Hello. With how long it's been since the last update of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, I'm pretty sure active development's over. I thought that for a while now, but with the 30th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers coming up, I thought it'd be a great time for them to start working on and developing a Battle for the Grid 2. So this video is just my opinions on who I think should get in the game. Now, since it is the 30th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and a lot of people only know the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I think it'd be a good idea to go with Zach, Billy, and Trini. Now, some people might not like that there's 6 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and everyone else only gets a handful of characters, but it is their 30th anniversary. It'd be pretty hype. The nostalgia is pretty big for them. And you could even start the trailer with Tommy, Jason, and Kimberly on one side, and pan away from them and show Trini, Zach, and Billy on the other side. And that could be a great way to announce Battle for the Grid 2. Now, some people might say, we don't really need 2 Trinis, and to that I say, we have 2 Tommies. But for argument's sake, if you really had to fight that, you could argue that they could replace Dragon Armor Trini with Black Dragon. She's already riding in his corpse in the game, so why not just have another villain and replace her head with Black Dragon's head? I'm going to try to rep as many series as I can with my roster, though, so there's only really going to be, after this, 1 rep per series. So next up, we have, from In Space, Astronomer. I think she'd be a pretty cool character with her whole hypnosis, her boomerang stuff, and her staff. She wouldn't fight like Rita or Zed. She has a lot more differences with her. I think she'd be faster, too. And I think she's a great in-space rep. And we get another villain out of it, which is what I'm trying to go for, getting more villains as well. But next up we have Ninja Storm Yellow. One of my friends wants a hammer wielder, and he suggested him, so I'm going with Ninja Storm Yellow. I know a lot of people want Crimson and Navy Thunder Rangers, but my friend gets priority. So if you really don't like it, just pretend that's Crimson and Navy right there instead. Sorry about that. Other than that, though, we have a very highly requested character, RPM Green. He's been requested since the launch of Battle for the Grid, so I think it'd be a great idea to include him in base roster, get everyone hyped that they finally have him in the game. I think a lot of people will be happy with that. Next up, from Megaforce, Robo Knight. With him, I decided to include him because he's a robot and not a spandex hero. Like Magna Defender and Ninja Adam, he is a hero, but he isn't the usual design of a Power Ranger. So I thought it'd be great to include him. And that's the one I picked for Megaforce. Next up is Ninja Steel Gold. I really liked him in the Japanese footage because he's an American cowboy ninja. So I had to pick him. But originally, before Poisandro was announced, I wanted Dino Charge Blue and Ninja Steel Blue in the game because I thought it'd be fun to have the 2 brothers in the game. But due to the fact that we do have Poisandro in the game, I had to change my choices to represent more series, and that's how we ended up with those 2. I didn't want Ninja Steel Blue without Dino Charge Blue, so that's how I changed my mind on that. Next up, from Beast Morphers, the Red Ranger. I really want another Red Ranger rep, so I chose him. He seems pretty fun. I never really watched Beast Morphers, but from the clips I've seen, he seems fun. He has some unique powers, so why not include him? Next up, from Dino Fury, Izzy. She's extremely popular. I have watched her series, so I know that her powers are cool. She has a unique gimmick with her sword and the power-ups they get with it. And she's highly requested, so why not? She's from a current series, and I think it'd be great to have her. After that, I decided to include the characters from the comics and the D&D campaign style thing. So I have Hyperforce Yellow. Because we won't have Bulk or Skull in the game, I thought the next best thing was to have Paul Shear's character from Hyperforce. He's also a big, bulky dude, and in the Legacy Wars, he is unique with his model where he's a big, bulky dude. So I thought it'd be fun to include as a different, unique kind of ranger. And I wanted the actor to get in the game. Next up, we have a new villain. I think they would replace Draken in the story mode, the Death Ranger. From what I've seen, they look pretty tough. And we can't really do Draken again for the sequel, so why not include a new villain as the big bad? And that's who I picked. And with that, that's the base roster of the game. But I also did think about DLC. And with that in mind, with like the DLC from Battle for the Grid, each one comes with a skin. So for the first one, I chose for Magna Defender, the Black Solar Ranger. It's really the only skin he has besides his normal outfit, so I decided to include it, and I think it'd be a cool, unique outfit for him. But other than that, let's get into the characters themselves. First up, the villain. So the way I did it was one villain in each pack and two rangers. So for this pack, it is Zanaku from Wild Force. He's pretty popular, so I chose him as a good rep for Wild Force. While I know a lot of people probably would like a ranger, I think a lot of people also really like Zanaku, so I thought it'd be a great choice. Next up, another popular choice, Titanium Ranger from Lightspeed Rescue. He's the first American Ranger, really, besides the Western Power Rangers from the earlier season. And I think a lot of people want him, so it'd be a great choice to have him in the game. And next up, a character everyone asks for, and that's why I made him DLC, because, you know, I gotta think about them making money too, right? Even if it is my own fantasy roster. Dino Thunder, the White Ranger. Everyone wants him in the game. I'm not really a fan of him or Dino Thunder in general, but I know people want him, so I had to include him somehow. And that's my DLC Season Pass 1. So, with that in mind, my Season Pass 2 is more who I want in the game, besides who already really made the roster. So it is kind of who I wanted the whole time, but I did listen to what people wanted, so I did include other people's decisions. While these three in the next Season Pass are all my choices. So first up, a Goldar Skin, Goldar Maximus from Dino Charge. I think it'd be a great choice. And for the characters themselves, the first one is Elgar from Power Rangers Turbo. I loved him as a kid. I thought he looked really goofy, had a funny, weird body. I think he'd be a fun character to have in the game. And all in all, he's my choice for Turbo. Next up is actually, I had to pick someone for Overdrive. So from Operation Overdrive, I picked the Pink Ranger. Really, I just wanted to pick someone from Overdrive to rep Overdrive, and she's who I ended up with. And last, Delphine from Ninja Power Rangers Alien Ranger, sorry. I was about to say Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger, but she's from Alien Ranger. I like the Aquatar Rangers. I like Kaku Ranger, so I had to include her. She's also the leader of the team, and also a female, and not the Red Ranger. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have her. She'd have ninja powers and stuff like that, and it'd be kind of cool to see her in the game. And that's the whole base roster. My idea for Season Pass 1, Season Pass 2, and that's pretty much it. I also would, of course, would like to see someone everyone knows I want to see. The Turtle Rangers. I really want to see them in the game. I also want to see Green Ranger Shredder. Similar to how the Street Fighter characters got in the game, where they were just a bonus DLC pack of just those two. It'd be kind of cool to see them. And that's pretty much it. If you agree with my roster, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. I just really want to make this because I just want to share my opinion on who I want to see in the game and who I think would be cool to see. So if you like this video, thank you. If you don't, it's fine too. Have a great day.